KCLR.
Much and thanks for Martin for joining us there late as normal. No, first of all, just before we begin proceedings, I just want to thank Eamon Langton's and the staff of Langton's Hotel for accommodating us here this morning. I'd like to thank Kevin Moore from Fleischmann Dinner who sent out the invitation to yourself, and as well to say the statement which I'm about to read will be landing in your inbox around now as well, so that will go directly to yourself. I'd like to thank Ned and the County Board as well for helping out with today's event, and for the other people, Deirdre and the other people that hand out with the statement that I'm about to read out, and for the general public for turning up today. I very much appreciate it. The media as well, thanks very much for attending. So the formalities will again, I will read out the statement which I'm about to announce. Ned will say a few kind words about myself, I would hope. We'll do a bit of a Q&A, and I think the lads have already briefed you. We'll break off into individual media sessions as required. So I'm not about to announce that I'm staying on as a Kilkenny, as you can all gather at this stage, so I'll read my statement. It is with a deep sense of gratitude and personal contentment that I'm announcing today that I'm bringing to an end my inter-county playing career with the Kilkenny senior hurling team. When I reflect back over the past 16 years playing the game that I love at the highest level with Kilkenny, it is impossible to quantify the endless hours of happiness, satisfaction and fulfilment I have enjoyed. The various challenges I experienced along the way became opportunities for me to develop as a person both on and off the field of play. I will always be eternally grateful to the numerous people who have encouraged and supported me in my pursuit of my sporting dreams. To my wife Deirdre, my parents, brothers and sisters, I owe a huge debt of gratitude. Only they really know the many sacrifices they have made on my behalf. My club mentors in Ballyhale Shamrocks and my former teachers instilled in me not only a love of hurling but also the importance of developing the skills of the game. Brian Cody has been part of my senior inter-county career from the beginning, and I have benefited greatly from his guidance and support. I thank him and his management teams for the huge role they have played in the success I have enjoyed. I am eternally grateful to Ned and the Kilkenny County Board for their leadership, and especially for all they've done for me over the years. I wish to thank the GPA for all they've done on my behalf and on behalf of all inter-county players. Sincere thanks also to my employer, Bank of Ireland, for facilitating me in every way possible during my career. The support I have received from Kilkenny supporters and from the GAA family all over Ireland in good times and especially in challenging times has been a humbling experience and made me realise how lucky and privileged I am. Hurling is and always will be part of who I am. I now look forward to continuing to play with my club Ballyhale Shamrocks and supporting Kilkenny hurling teams for many years to come.
Special privilege for me as chairman of Kilkenny County Board to say a few words on this somewhat sad occasion, and yet an occasion to celebrate. I suppose it's appropriate that today's event should be taking place here in Langton House Hotel, a place where the national and local media have come from 13 times in the last 16 years to interview Henry prior to his All-Ireland final appearances. Henry's career with Kilkenny senior career began in 1999. Few, if anybody, foresaw what was about to unfold. And today, he is calling time on that career as the most celebrated and most decorated GAA player of all time. You're all aware of the medals and trophies that Henry has won throughout what has been an absolutely stellar career. but I think it's worthwhile just recounting a handful of them. He's won 13 Leinster titles, 6 national hurling leagues. He missed out on 2 through injuries, and also became the first player ever to win 10 senior All-Ireland medals. Henry's career has been dogged by injuries, and it's a measure of the man that he has overcome 2 cruciate injuries and 2 other career-threatening injuries, and each time came back better and stronger than ever before. In addition to the medals and trophies, Henry is the record holder with 11 All-Star awards, and he was 3 times voted Hurler of the Year, 02, 06 and 10. He is the all-time top scorer in the hurling championship, and he was also voted Irish Sports Person of the Year in 2006, right across all sports. I would like to take the opportunity today to acknowledge also the role that Henry played within the team. Henry was the essential team player. He was inspirational on the field, and he was inspirational in our dressing room. To listen to Henry in the week coming up to a big game in the dressing room, inspiring his colleagues, was awesome. Henry spoke with such fervour, with such heart, indicating the wonderful pride that he felt at all times in wearing our county jersey. I would put forward his display in the 2012 Drawn All-Ireland final as his greatest ever. On that day, he single-handedly dragged Kilkenny from the abyss of defeat on his own. He went around Croke Park, he encouraged and cajoled his teammates, and literally, as I said already, dragged us to a draw in that game, and of course we won the replay comfortably. I would like today also to acknowledge Ballyhale Shamrocks, his club, with whom Henry has won 6 county senior championship medals and 3 club All-Ireland medals. And in saying thanks and appreciation to Henry for what he has contributed to Kilkenny over the last 16 years, I would like also to pay tribute and to acknowledge the role of his wife Deirdre and his family. Henry himself has said already that really only Deirdre and his family knows what it took to stay at the top for 16 years, but particularly during the times of injuries. And I know at first hand that Deirdre has been a tower of strength in Henry's life, and we thank Deirdre for that today. Finally, on my own behalf, on behalf of my county board colleagues who are here today, on behalf of all Kilkenny hurling people, and indeed on behalf of all hurling people, I just simply want to say thank you, Henry, for your outstanding skill, your outstanding sportsmanship, for being a wonderful ambassador for the game of hurling, for the generosity that you showed with your time, with young and old alike. I don't think we'll ever see your likes again. We'll have a short Q&A now.
KCLR